Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches. I don't know where it is, what time it is, where you're at. But I was just, I was just having a conversation with some people that I worked on a television sitcom project with, who have become fantastic friends of mine. All the more because we had a chance to work together on something very purposeful. And I was just thinking, man, sometimes hindsight is one of the greatest healers you can imagine. Hey, I see you chiming in. God bless you. Hey, greetings. But I wanted to offer some encouragement to you. So many of you may or may not know, Pastor Sarah and myself, along with Leslie Odom Jr., Kerry Washington, her business partner, Pilar, Saladin Patterson, incredible writer, and a few other teammates got together and sold a sitcom, a multicam sitcom pilot to ABC Studios based on my life and Pastor Sarah's life and our family. And man, it was super exciting. We were super thrilled. It's a lot of work that goes into even getting to the point to where the network buys it. A lot of favor, a lot of blessing, a lot of breakthrough. We got the deal the way we wanted the deal to be. You know, it's one thing to produce something. It's another thing to, have a degree of ownership and executive producer, co-executive producer credits, etc. There's a lot to the business that goes beyond just making a show, but it's about positioning. And so anyway, this happened, this is 2020, so this probably happened, we started working on it in 2018 and we got it all sold, the pilot all sold to ABC, and it was a put pilot, and basically essentially when it is a put pilot, the probability of it going to series is huge. And so at the very last minute last year, last April or May, during upfronts, we were waiting, great traction, things were going really well. We were waiting. And then we got the news that ABC Studios decided to pass on taking it to series. And so seemingly all the hard work, all of the blood, sweat, tears, prayers that myself and this fantastic creative team put into it was just gone. And it was disappointing. God, wait a minute, God, we felt you all the way through this thing. We felt you, from A to Z, the conversation that Leslie and I initially had about, doing this show, to Kerry getting involved and Kerry really believing in it. And all these other things took place. It was just crazy. We felt God. We were praying. We had friction, things that we had to break through and overcome, only to get the news that, in essence, ABC decided to not move forward beyond the pilot with the show. And, man, it was disappointing. Lord, I don't get it. How can you be with us, and how can you be with us every step of the way, and then seemingly this door closed on us, right? And one thing that really the Spirit spoke to me, and of course I shared it with the team, was we have to believe that if God was at every step of the way with us, even in that no, God was there. Sometimes what we experience as a no simply means that God had not ordained yes. So we're looking at it like, what, God, you shut me down. No, God didn't shut you down. It was really about God guiding you to what he was saying yes to, and oftentimes protecting you. Now, fast forward, now we're in the middle of a pandemic. If that show would have gotten picked up when we wanted to get picked up, the pandemic shut the industry completely down, and it shifted how television and just the entire industry even does business now. You know what I mean? The digital thing took off, and it's just so many other factors. I won't get into the minutia of that, but literally the industry absolutely changed, which means that the viability of the plan that we had in place was questionable, best case scenario. And quite frankly, man, it wouldn't have worked. We wouldn't have been able to shoot. We wouldn't have, and a multi-shoot means that you're shooting in front of a live audience. All that left. And networks have to make tough decisions. So isn't that crazy how this moment that we thought was devastating was really God seeing the future, and God saying, I know you want this real bad, but you have no idea there's an impending pandemic coming that's going to shut this thing down. And I was just talking to Leslie and talking to Saladin today via text, and I was just, in hindsight, this moment that took the wind out of all of our sails, right? This moment was actually quite possibly protecting us from, Saladin brought up COVID-19 infection. Who knows what, was on the other side of what we thought was a door closed unfairly. We had a great show, and we'll have other shows, but I just wanted to share that with you, man. Sometimes we have to, when you can't see, I say this all the time, when you can't see God's hand, you have to trust his heart. You have to trust that God knows, because a yes that we were looking for in that instance actually would have been a mistake, and perhaps even a costly one. And so I'm excited about the real plans that God has for you. I'm excited for you, especially someone on the other side of this who experienced some disappointment somewhere. Things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to turn out. Time is your friend. And I believe that if you trusted God and you stepped into something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, time is going to prove to you that God knew what he was doing, and he will cause all things, even the things that disappointed you, to work together for your good. So I just wanted to kind of bring you into my head, to bring you in some of the conversations that I recently had. And now, in hindsight, I can actually thank God for the no, because quite frankly, the no could have saved my life, my family, my time, my energy, my effort, my focus. Thank God for God. I hope this little bit is an inspiration to you. I'll talk to you soon. Have a fantastic day. Pray, vote, pray some more. Can't wait to bring you into this series that we're starting Thursday, this Sunday, the following Thursday, the next Sunday. It's going to bless you. And ironically, it's called No Matter What, and I think it's going to bless you. All right, I'm out. Love you. Appreciate the love on here. Saw a bunch of nice things, nice gestures said. Catch you later.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.